Test 1, 2. Looks like this thing is on. Marie, if you're there. This is your father speaking. Ishmael Asher. Sometimes called Lord of the Pit. Now I hope you're hearing this 10 years from now. Sitting on my knees safe and sound. Right about now, I bet I'm looking pretty silly. But things don't always work out the way we'd like. There are a lot of risks, including what your mother would do if she heard me talking like this. And I'm not about to risk leaving you alone without knowing where you came from. These tapes are for you, so you can know who your father really was. Marie, the first thing you need to know is that I wasn't always the Lord of the Pit. Long before I was a king, I was a scholar and a soldier. In fact, I was in the Brotherhood of Steel. You've probably heard about them, but you may not have heard what we did to the city. The Scourge. When we came here, the Pit was just a breeding ground for trogs, cannibals, and worse. Commander had us torch the place and take what we could. The Pit had useful technology, but it was suicide to stay here. So when an explosion left me buried in the mill, my brothers were sure I was dead. I don't blame them for leaving. I probably would have. We thought nothing could live in the Pit. We were wrong. Marie, you know those fights in the mill's arena? Well, its first fight was when I woke up to someone pulling me out from a pile of rubble. At first, I thought it was my brothers pulling me to safety. Instead, it was a scavenger trying to steal my armor. She didn't get it. But I learned she had a whole family of scavengers. They'd make raids into the city for gear from the mill, and that gave me an idea. This was the only working steel mill we'd ever seen. In a world of leftovers, it was a chance to build again, and that was worth any price. The scavengers saw me as a god, so along with my Brotherhood know-how, it was easy to set up the basics. We started to build a city. As word of a new settlement got out, the city started growing, and fast. When raiders attacked, I'd kill the leader and recruit the rest. I had to. The city's disease meant we couldn't have children, so recruiting was the only way to grow. And as we grew, the mill needed more workers. And yes, that meant recruiting workers by force. I'm not proud of it, but it's the only way to keep the city supplied and armed. But it was always a temporary solution, until our best scientists found a way to cure the city's epidemic. Sandra and I worked on it day and night. And after one particularly late night of work, we were blessed with a cure. It's the cure inside you, Marie. Even now, we're doing everything we can to figure out how to share your gift with the city, while keeping you safe, of course. So by the time you're old enough to hear this, you'll already be a hero. Congratulations, Marie. You've already saved us all. I knew you would.
find yourself in Lord Asher's home.
I knew I heard something.
Hey!
I give up.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Damn. I'm glad you're on our side, meathead.
Well, if it ain't the same.
I'm under attack!
This is over! No more! It ends now! Bingo!
It's true. I'm nothing but trouble, man.
So, I suppose you signed on with Asher and his kind, did you? Huh, you're not the first to win their freedom and forget where they came from. Of course I knew you, dolt. I also know it's the only chance we had of finding a cure and ransoming our freedom. If they ever find a cure, do you think they'll share it with us? Of course not. Why waste medicine on people you'll just work to death anyway? They'd rather die for freedom than die working for the Raiders. Fine. If it'll get you out of the way, go check under the blast furnace in the steel yard. Look for a rooftop door in the southwest. It's got a blue light, you can't miss it. But Werner will put you in your place. Watch your back out there.
What are you looking at? Woo! Saw you fighting in the hole. What a piece of work. Now I know why you ain't afraid of those drugs. No hard feelings, huh? Understood, champ? But if you want to keep collecting ingots, I still got plenty of gear stashed away. You bring me ingots, I'll make sure you get rewarded. Can't be more fair than that. Well, there's still more out there. But I guess some other sucker can get killed looking for them. Keep bringing in metal. I'll keep getting you gear.
Ah, you finally made it. I've got everything ready, and there are plenty of tests to run, so hurry up and put the... Wait. Where's the cure? Did you lose it? Where is that little bastard? Oh, boo fucking who? You don't think bringing those bastards down is worth getting your hands dirty? No, I guess you're okay with torturing, slaving scum like that, just so long as you don't have to make a decision, huh? Sure, fine. Obviously, you've joined with Asher, and I think you've got a bright future as a lackey. You really do. But you know what? Fuck this city, and fuck the raiders. Fuck the slaves, and fuck you too, fucker. I'm gone.
Aw, such a sweet face. How'd you make it out of the hole?
I knew I could trust you, and I wasn't disappointed. Werner's been stopped. The workers are returning to their rightful place. The pit has a bright future ahead of it, and so do you. Now that Marie's back, we have a chance at curing the disease that's been ravaging the pit since the bombs. Without it killing our kids, we can grow like a real city. No more bringing in slaves. No more forced labor. Things can get better. It's taken me a lot of work to rebuild this city. With your help, it's finally going to have a chance. Right now, nothing. Until we can reproduce a treatment from Marie, they'll have to keep working. Otherwise, this city falls apart. But once we do have a cure, things will be different. We won't need to kidnap people for our city. We'll be able to grow naturally. Until then, this is the way it has to be. It's just what has to be done. You've kept the city in one piece and put a stop to Werner's plans. Yeah, I guess you've earned one. As a full citizen of the pit, you'll have full access to the ammo press in the mill. It's how I keep my soldiers well armed. So make good use of it. And I think Sandra's made some progress with the cure. So here's a little something to help with radiation. That's up to you. We'll keep working on the cure and keep the city running. You're free to come and go as you like. Of course, you can help out at the mill by collecting metal from the steel yard. It helped lighten the load on the workers. And if you want to work on Sandra's good side, you can always bring her toys for Marie. It's a little thing, but it'd make a difference. Not in the slightest. During the Scourge, we looted the pit and left the rest of it to rot. I was just a dumb convert who got stuck here afterwards. See, beneath it all, the Brotherhood's just lazy. It's easier to loot a dying city than to work to bring it back to life. So that's what they did. They're so obsessed with the technology of the past, they don't care what needs to be done for today and tomorrow. It takes real hard work to rebuild and run a city. But there isn't a machine to do it for them, so the Brotherhood isn't interested. Good riddance. My little Marie is the very picture of health, and eventually, she'll make it possible for a new generation of healthy babies in the pit. You know, I always wanted to make the pit a strong city. But that was because I wanted to make my mark on the world. But when Marie was born, that changed. Now she's my reason to make the pit succeed. Because she's depending on it. It's just something a parent has to do for their child. You understand? Come back anytime.
Oh. Such a sweet face. Get back to work.
Make it quick, would you? My little angel is just the healthiest baby in the world. She just couldn't be doing better. Wish I could say the same about the research for a cure, but that can't be rushed now, can it? Honestly, it'd help us all if she got some new toys to play with. The happier she is, the easier it is for me to do research. Oh, you'd be such a lifesaver. A happy Marie means I can get some sleep once in a while. She seems to really enjoy teddy bears. She just can't seem to get enough of them. Bring as many as you can, and I'll make sure you're well paid for the effort. Thanks. And Marie says thanks, too. Oh, you take care out there.
Looking for some fun.
Could be worse, pal.
say if it isn't quick draw.